Welcome to the latest workout video for Krav Maga at Yale. Drink some water. If you go to Yale, please sign in the link below. Warm up, and let's get started. Today, we are going to be learning turning kicks. However, since we're going to be doing a lot with our legs, let's start right now by warming up our arms. So, we are just going to do 15 Krav Maga push-ups. So get your yoga mats, and let's get started. So, the turning kick. So this kick looks pretty cool, I think, and it's a bit more advanced than some of the other kicks we've learned, but it could be helpful. Again, these kicks that look cool, sometimes they're less practical because they require more skill, but sometimes they are more practical because if you are fighting an opponent that is used to your fighting style, switching it up with these cool different kicks could be very, very helpful. Now for this kick, unlike some of the others that we learned, I do recommend you wear sneakers when learning it, because it is somewhat harder to balance in this one, and sneakers will just give you that extra traction. Alright, also, it is kind of similar to the back leg kick, which we have learned previously in that video over there, and the second half of it is really similar to the return from the roundhouse kick learned over there. So that's going to be great. This kick is a powerful kick, and it derives some of its power from speed, in that you're supposed to be quickly turning as you kind of gather momentum to impact your opponent. As with other kicks, you can aim for the groin, you can aim for the shin, you can aim for the knee, you can aim for the chest, but again, it's not really practical to aim higher than your flexibility range, because with this kick, any power will knock an opponent over or disable them a little bit, so you kind of don't need to waste your energy kicking super high, though you can. And I might be kicking higher than my usual range that you can see where I'm kicking in this video. So just keep that in mind. When practicing this kick, you can practice it at different heights, as long as you don't injure yourself or the others around you. Now overall, with the front stance for a righty, so with the left leg in front, this kick looks like that. Alright, let me do it again. Okay, so notice that I'm landing back in the home position that I started in, and I'm kicking with the back foot. And now on the other side, right, and again, my arms are staying up here. So remember that, because this is super important for balance, as we learned with the roundhouse kick, but also this kick, for example, if I do it this way, maybe followed by a punch, or perhaps, you know, if you just landed this way, it might be followed by another front snap or something like that. So you really want to be able to have the flexibility to do different things after doing this kick. Now this kick is less precise because if you're spinning around, you might not be able to see your opponent as well as when you are just standing from a front stance, but it's still pretty useful to aim, and you should try to master that as much as possible. To help your aim and to help yourself not fall over while spinning, I recommend that you choose a point to look at to maintain balance. That way, you won't be as dizzy when practicing all of these different attacks. And you should especially have that point be on your attacker so that you do, kick your attacker. After all, that is the goal. So, let's practice. I'm going to show you the video with my feet first. Now, for the legs in this kick, it's actually a combination of a lot of different kicks that we've learned already. You begin in a front stance. Here I have my left foot in front, so I'm going to be kicking with my right, is using the back leg. So for this to happen, first, I need to pivot my body this way, especially the front toes. Really need to pivot this way to allow you to make this full rotation that is going to be necessary. Eventually my left foot its toes are going to be pivoting all the way over here to face left. So let's just start by practicing that. See if you can pivot as much as possible. Now, I know we added the sneakers for balance. It'll make it harder to turn, but trust me, you'll need that balance. And you should be able to do this under all types of circumstances. So you're in a good stance. So you want to lift your right leg up or your back leg up and pivot. And you're just going to end up with your left knee pointing left. And you're kind of switching into the opposite stance as this is happening. Now, in the spin, in the pivot, your right leg, the one that's going to be kicking, is going to be bending up here. Just like we did for this roundhouse kick. It's going to travel here, compress, so you're not losing speed to air resistance. So, you're pivoting like that. Okay? Let's try it again. Pivot. Pivot. And all the while, keep your hands up in a position ready to block or punch. So, pivot. All right? Now, once you've pivoted, you're going to end up in a position here, and you will, from here, straighten your leg to kick, bend it, and then bring it back down. So this is essentially the same as the second half of the roundhouse kick, which is like that. Essentially a roundhouse kick with an extra flourish. And you're going in the opposite direction of the roundhouse kick. So to put all of that together, it looks like this. All right? Now look where you're kicking. Also, if you look at one point, it'll help you balance. And try to look where you're kicking as well, so that you aim. This one is harder to be precise in aiming at, but it's still pretty important that you actually hit something. All right, let's practice that 5 times on this leg. Switch it up. Now with the right knee in front, you're going to be kicking with your left foot. So we're first going to practice rotating so that the right, let's end up, right knee pointing to the right. Like that. And then we're going to practice bringing that left leg up in the pivot. Yep. All right, let's just do the full kick. And one more time. All right, let's just practice 3 of these kicks on each side with the full body shot. Ready? Let's go. Nice. So, until next time, stay safe in every way. Bye.